Hello, bonjour, buenos dias, namaste, hajime mashite, ni hao, assalamu alaikum, everybody out there on the internet. So yeah, Final Fantasy 16, picking up from where I left off last time. Um, I kind of want to keep going in the story just because we're at like a really like focal story point. Or I don't think that's the right word, but like stuff's happening, and I think I'll just keep going with the story until I feel like going back to some of the side stuff. And there's not a lot of side stuff anyway, so it's fine. So let's jump back into the story mode, or the main story quests. I'm gonna meet myself, and let's do it. Actually, I might check some of the blue vendors before I leave, because there's a bunch of notices. Um, oh, I didn't know it did that when you loaded the game up, but yeah, like I'm gonna check all the blue stuff as far as like the blue vendors, whatever. I guess there's a green side quest here I might check out as well, because why not? And then maybe that'll be the only one I do, and then I'll proceed to get back to the things fall apart, man. Things are happening in 3 different areas, so I feel like that would take a significant amount of time to like do that, but we'll see. All right, I'm gonna mute myself and let's continue.
Clive. I don't mean to be gloomy. They need all the help they can get. Anything catch your eye?
Well, these are all in the same region, so I might do these 3 just because, like, why not? When I do this one over here, so I think I'll just jump in to but I think the order I'm gonna go in is like Rosaria. I don't know if I'll do Sandbrick. I think I'll do Sandbrick last, just because it seems like it would be like where the most, or in sequence of story, right? We started in Rosaria, then Delmecchia, and then Sandbrick we just got back from. So I guess I'll do that in that order. So once I do Rosaria and I go to Delmecchia, I'll knock out these green side quests. But until then, I'm not gonna worry about it.
Always something in there.
All right, let's see what else we got. We've got
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper.
any more renown?
It's
Take
not
any
true.
sweet gear. The world can't be ending, can it?
We've lost so much already. Come to claim your just desserts?
Okay, so I'm actually getting close to this one. 715, I just need, what, 60 more? Yeah, and I can get this medallion. Dude, 850 for that last, ugh. Or I don't know if it's the last one, but like the 850 is a lot, so.
All done?
Though I imagine there's probably a bunch of monsters to hunt now. I love how I just said that. Monsters to hunt. Monster Hunter. Get it. Oh, man. How goes the hunt, people? As if these Vogels weren't bad enough on their own. I hear that some of them like to invite friends to the party. Never fear, Cooper. I, Nectar the Bold, shall always be with you in spirit. If you need more practical assistance, Cooper, then turn to Turgle. That's funny. Shocked, I tell you. No matter how close to home it might appear, Kupo. Okay, let's see how many more we've got. Cause, okay. Okay, so we've still got the S rank. B rank. The 10 of clubs. Merchants who play their trade across fields of Korva. Tell of an outlaw 5 and 20 hands high and mighty of Diu who preys upon unescorted travelers. They claim he lives alone in one of the many abandoned villages that litter the region, but none has been brave nor foolish enough to narrow the search any further. Few Euphorites have either, or both, of those qualities. The Domicians beg your aid. Okay, so it's a... I mean, it looks like it's just a, one of the Minotaur archetypes. But then again, like, the Tinajax or whoever that was... What was the name of that one? The Nine of Knives was kicking the crap out of me. Well, okay, they weren't kicking the crap out of me, but, like, you know, I was having issues dodging their attacks. But this one, there's so many enemy types of this type, I should be fine with it. It's just, like, the heavy attack and, like, the swing. And I think there's maybe, like, a charge, but it's, like, it's not that bad on their skill set to dodge this stuff. Oh, wow. The Magath brothers. A lone rowing boat has been sighted making land off the coast of Port Isolde. Its occupants wearing the garb and speaking the language of Iron Kingdom Crusaders. One can only assume that they come to take their vengeance upon Sid the Outlaw for destroying that which they hold most dear. We advised against all travel to the area, lest they think to kill or capture our members in retaliation. Okay, that one's worth 50, that one's 20, that's 30, so maybe like going off the renown, you can like maybe get a sense of like how difficult it might be. Quiet Sands, Rosaria. Ooh, another S rank. Senbrequa. Legend tells of a dread dragon who sit near half the realm alight with his torrid breath, before being sealed away behind a magical mist by Grigor herself. Some sources claim, though it has long been forgotten, which parts of the tale are true and which are mere myth. Recent reports of a great dragon's roar reverberating around the woodland passes of the Empire are real enough. Ooh, it's a dragon. Ah, nice. Yeah, I'll do these after I do the green ones, just because I have to hunt them down. Or not hunt them down, but, you know, go, like, find the location and do them. But yeah, in a second, or not a second, but in a while here, I'll be muted and off mic. I just want to talk while I'm doing this, because talk through it, and I'll be, you know, I'll be better remembering, like, what I'm doing later on when I'm doing it. Like, oh yeah, this thing, that thing.
Back again?
The blackened skies cast a pall over all the creatures of the realm.
And how could it not?
Madness and death.
But are we any better?
Fear and bewilderment drive us to make war on our fellow man. Huh. I wonder if we're even worth saving at all.
I cannot claim.
Such are the wages.
Those in power pay heed to their whispers. They are like to grow into a mighty storm, one which the walls of even the stoutest citadel might not withstand.
Ironic, then.
Indeed. Yeah, and then like effing Ultima called him Kinslayer. That was, man, that was such a jab. It's like, ooh, and that sent him over the edge.
What is it that you wish to learn?
The world is much changed, Clive, and largely for the worse.
Here's the latest information I have.
Roiling storm sweeps over Valisthea, bringing terror and confusion in its wake, and so too Walid, King Barnabas sailing his kingdom's flagship, the Einharjar, across the strait, seizing upon the chaos that has plagued the storm since the destruction of its mother's crystals and the disintegration of its nation's leadership. Do you know anything more about Ultima? Otherworldly being behind much of the tragedy and turmoil that has plagued Valisthea means to claim Clive as his vessel, Mythos. By purging his will, a will strengthened by the ties of consciousness that bind Clive with others, unleashes primogenesis upon the world, shrouding it in darkness and turning thousands Akashic. That these ties of consciousness might at least be loosened. The capacity in which he evacuated Hugo Kupka from Roslith Castle, however, remains a mystery. Oh, man. Sid the Outlaw. We finally met back up with Joshua. Okay, so Crystalline Dominion was the Bahamut Kingdom, I guess, for lack of a better word. But was instead goaded and slain his own father and driven to madness, transforming into Bahamut and laying waste to much of the Dominion. Yep. An epic space dragon fight. It was awesome. Sorry, I couldn't help myself. Medicine Grill. Oh yeah, speaking of, what happened to his lady companion? She's not on the board right now. Huh. Dark clouds gather.
Study it well, Clive.
Rolling storm, that's the same thing. Clive returns to the hideaway, but has little time to rest and recover from his exploits in Twinside. After the skies over Valisthea darkened, chaos has swept over much of the realm, and his allies need his aid. Oh man. Just Iron Kingdom, Damakian Republic. I mean, this wasn't all Sandbrick. This was a bit Rosaria, but then I guess because they aligned themselves, right, because of the mom. So now it's all Sandbrick. Crystalline Dominion, which is the capital of Sandbrick. Kingdom of Walid. flagship. Black Galleon. Swiftly driving lead troops onto the enemy's field to make war in the name of the mighty Odin. Okay, Drake's Spine, the last Mother Crystal left. Solitary stone span that stretches from the heart of the city proper. Oh yeah, dude, it turned into a flower. That was very interesting. But yeah, this is who we're up against right now. The Kingdom of Wild Lead. Being manipulated by Ultima. Beasts. Oh wow. Animals whose evolution has been warped by exposure to ether. Some gaining the ability to cast magics, unlike bears. However, they seem to have developed little ethereal tolerance, so it is not uncommon to encounter Akashic beasts in the vicinity of ether floods. Wild beasts are sometimes tamed by humans for use in warfare, the soldiers of Sambrick having a particular fondness for those descendants of ancient dragons. Yep, dragoons, the whole thing. Oh, I'm guessing the ellipsis means there's like maybe stuff to like learn about stuff. Akashic. The irreversible change brought about by living beings overexposure to ether. Creatures are stripped of any intelligence or sense of self they may once have had and become suffused with life force, usually manifesting as extreme strength and aggression. Flora can also turn... okay, this is the same entry from the things I read. I remember that part about the flora, because I was like, oh, I wonder if there's any like weird plant enemies or monsters. But there are like that, those one plant creatures. But I mean like literal plants that just like go straight up, you know. I'm a killer plant now. Anyway. It just says overgrowth though. Yeah. Less likely to turn Akashic. So it could still happen, it's just less likely if you're a bear or dominant. Or it probably takes more time or more exposure, I imagine. I'm still not over the mom thing, dude. Like, that was, you know, like, that was such a story beat of, like, what the F, like, why, like, what was it all for? Actually, let me read her entry now that I'm back and awake. I should do that before I went to sleep, but whatever. Oh. Nintendo president teases new Switch console, promises smooth transition. I've been waiting for the new Switch before I get another one, because, yeah. Oh no, there are gnats by the exhaust vent on my PlayStation. I gotta kill these things. I've got a bit of a infestation problem with these stupid things. It's really annoying. Anywho. Stealing from others or from their corpses. So those who turn to it must make their beds far from the eyes of the constabulary, often sent to camp in abandoned villages. Some brigands will like to abandon small armies that together they might have the strength to make raids upon towns and villages in search of the food and funds they need to survive. So a lot of bandits, a lot of Akashic. Going on, apparently. Oh, I didn't want to do that. I wanted to go back one chapter just to see, but... I guess there were Dalmatians in that skirmish, weren't there? Yeah, there were. Well, I think that's the thing, like, the peace accord that was, like, holding it all together got thrown away. When the Emperor made his power play.
Yes, perhaps a little revision might not go amiss.
Alright, so this is where we're at right now. I'll let this play while I get some food out of the refrigerator. Because I'm hungry.
Beneath these darkened skies, fear and confusion reign over Valisthea. Oh, the lands around the fallen Mother Crystals had already begun to wilt for want of ether. But not like this. Crystals that filled wells and fueled furnaces, now nothing but pretty shards of rock. And those that hang from the people's necks cast nary a glimmer of light to keep the dark at bay. It is only a matter of time before the common folk convince themselves that the end of days is upon us. Yet I fear a swift end is more than we can hope for. While most of the world thirsts for ether, the remainder drowns in it, spawning Akashic in droves. And amidst the hordes of mindless beasts, with magics as like to fail as function, even the strongest nation would falter. Rosaria and the Iron Kingdom teeter on the brink of collapse, while the tragedy in Twinside has all but paralyzed the Holy Empire. Dalmekia fares little better. Rumor has it the ministers fled the capital after the fall of Drake's Fang, leaving their beloved republic to crumble. Waloed, meanwhile, moves in earnest. The Einherjar has been sighted off Storm. The world, in short, is in chaos. It would seem our civilization was nothing but a castle of sand, to be washed away at the whim of the waves. Thus ends today's lesson.
Did you see that? Tell me you saw that.
Clive. The whole realm's in chaos. But as the old saying goes, go on then. That. You're rubbing me blind, you know.
Nice. We finally got a Phoenix Down type item. Upon KO, automatically restores all HP, fills limit gauge, and increases attack power by 10% and defense by 30% for 60 seconds. Nice. Last elixir.
It'd better all be here.
Wait, sold out. What? I only get one? No, I'm confused. It's like, do I only get one or do I only carry one? 'Cause that makes me think, do I want to use this on like a side quest thing to like effing get through it, or just save it for the final like boss situation? Whatever. Anyway, yeah, I was hoping this wouldn't be super stingy as far as I didn't know this was gonna happen, like getting it and then be sold out at whatever.
Finished, are you?
Seems the hideaway has lost its appetite.
Can you blame them? With the skies as they are?
To marinate yard chocobo. Don't eat the chocobo, people. I imagine there's probably like a trophy for getting all the orchestration roles, but I'm not going to worry about it right now. So I'm not going to play anything because I don't want to get a content ID situation. So yeah, I'm just going to go talk to. I want to talk to the bard. I never talked to him. I want to see if he like plays a song, since it's all like sad now.
The battle cries of dread one die in ruin lies less as shrinks the glim, so spirits dim, unanswered call. The battle cries of dread one die in ruin.
I imagine had I been talking to him after every quest, I would have been getting a song every time. But that's my bad. I should do that.
Shrinks the glim, so spirits dim, unanswered call.
That's a good point, actually. If you just get the one, I could just do that.
Ivan's newest dish is a masterpiece. Once you get over the urge to gag, that is.
Sid! Look what the curse breakers brought back from Dalmekia. Said they were all the rage in Dalamil. Looks sort of funny if you ask me.
I'll be damned.
Have you had one before?
Something smells good. What are we having?
Bombs! And they are good. You should try one.
Hey? The bloody great hole in it. Who ate the rest?
It's supposed to be hollow, silly. Haven't you ever seen Drake's Fang? There's a storm coming soon. Will there be thunder?
Systems, Treasury of Knowledge, Volume E11. Oh, this is the Urianger book. Or entry, rather, or whatever. Where I joke, oh, it's the one where it's like Urianger. Or it's yeah. Anyway.
Sid, did you know that chocobos are far more resilient to the effects of ether than most other beasts? Some say that's one of the reasons they were tamed for use as mounts and sumpters, so that an ether flood wouldn't mean instant death for their riders or drivers. Me, I reckon they built it up over generations. Too many foolish traders driving their birds into floods, and only the toughest surviving.
I guess I could use this actually. Yeah, I'm looking at my app for pizza and it's like I have enough points to get something, but I don't know if I want to use it.
Knowledge hoarded is knowledge lost. With the darkening skies, but be that as it may, I have compiled some new entries, if you would like to see them. There is a rather fascinating excerpt I've been meaning to show you.
Scholastic Savant. Heart of the Mother Crystal. You know what? I just saw something. If I would have just been looking at the new entries every time I was in here, I would have been like looking at all of them. Well, no. But then the first time I was in here, I didn't know that they all connected. So I was like just going through the pages and like looking like, oh, they're all like connected, but it's whatever. I mean, you can't just go section by section and like read them. So there's that too. Heart of the Mother Crystal. The bright convolution. It's actually interesting that, like, you know, as powerful as the Mother Crystals are, they have like a weakness, which is their hearts. So they like the societies like built protections for them. I mean, they do have like that external layer of just crystal shards, but you know, it is neat that the people of the land were like, we have to protect these, so let's make these inner sanctums for the hearts of them. Oh, they have their own methods of self-defense. Okay, so that's what all the weird crystal guardians are every time I would like get near one and like they just spawn some weird monster. I'm just like, oh, and now I know it's a crystal. I mean, there was that first one where they're like, oh, there's rumors of a guardian, blah blah blah, but then it made it seem like it was just an Akashic dragon that came out of the ether. But then it's like, oh, okay, with the other ones, it's like I guess it makes more sense that they're actual because they're all like element related. So yeah. Anyway, lost mother crystals. Wait. Time out. When Sid put his plan to destroy the Mother Crystals in motion, 5 of their number towered over the twins. 3 less than Ultima set in place eons past. So, in Ultima's time, or just like, you know, whenever Ultima's from, or just if they had that power to like just make the crystals or whatever, they had 3 more Mother Crystals that are just like not accounted for. Oh, I guess if I kept reading, huh? The Mother Crystal of Zemeckis was the first to fall, followed by Drake's Horn in Southern Ash and Drake's Eye in Northern Territories. Now nothing remains of them save for the scars left behind by their passing. Okay, so in the past, the crystals had been, or the other crystals that were not there had been maybe destroyed too. Oh yeah, dude, I want to read Joshua's entry and the mom, so let me... Okay, that's kind of funny. We just got Gil. We've been using Gil the entire time. Sure, whatever. currency. The realm's most trusted merchant guild, headquartered in what would later become Free Cities of Canberra. The worship of money grew into a full-fledged religion. What? The Great Bank of Gilbard the Lender. Oh, there you go. Adamantite. One of the hardest known materials in the Twins. Seams of its ore have only been found in the far-flung reaches of Ash, where the forces of First Inwalled often warred with the orcs. Oh, okay. Orcs. Adamantite weapons.
What subject shall we consider today?
Alright, I'm gonna go through here. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, like how it says, oh, there's Primogenesis. A spell cast, okay, it's a spell. A spell cast by Ultima. Roiling pall over all of Philistia. Oh, it's got an update on the crystal entry. Oh man, that's kind of also interesting how like